Good afternoon, everyone, for the second voting session. So probably not the last. We have a few more concurrences later. For Ways and Means Committee for Monday, April 12th. Our first bill, Mr. Vice Chair, is Senate Bill 785.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 785 as amended requires the State Board of Education members to have a high level knowledge and expertise in areas related to education, certain forms of instruction and child psychology. The terms of these new members are staggered. The State Board is required to meet 12 times a year rather than 4. Additionally, the State Board President is given authority to set the board's agenda. The state superintendent is removed as the board's secretary, and the state board is given sole authority over the terms of employment and for the executive director position. Finally, the Accountability and Implementation Board established by the Blueprint for Maryland's Future in consultation with the Department of Legislative Services is to study the ability of MSDE, MHEC, and MDL to carry out the blueprint. AIB shall submit a preliminary report with any recommended changes to the governor and the General Assembly by December 15, 2021, and a final report by September 1, 2022, which is a day before my birthday. We move the amendments, Madam Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any questions? All right, all those in favor of the amendments? Any opposed? Delegate Rose, Delegate Hartman.
This is just on the amendments?
Just on the amendments.
Amendments.
All right, and then on the bill as amended,
Move favorable.
Mr. Vice Chair?
Second.
Wow, I heard the seconds and not the move, but okay. Any questions? Questions, Delegate Lukey?
Hey, not a question, but just a comment on the bill. I just want to thank the chairman for moving this bill out. We've been talking for a number of years about making changes to strengthen the board's oversight abilities. And while I know this bill's coming out late on sine die, I think this bill goes a long way towards making sure that the Board of Education can fully and appropriately oversee the State Department of Education and education programs in the state. And I'll just say, without naming names, I've had over the years, when I was Education Subcommittee Chair, a number of conversations with board members from both, who were appointed by both Republican and Democratic governors, who complained that they did not have some of the powers that they felt they needed to appropriately do their job and exercise the type of oversight that I think we all expect them to exercise. So while members may have quibbles with individual components of the bill, I do want to say to members of both parties, I think this is clearly a bill that will strengthen oversight in the department and thereby improve our schools.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor? I think I'm frozen. All those in favor of the bill as amended?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm going to assume some opposition here. Raise your hands. Buckle, Shoemaker, Hornberger, Hartman, Rose.
Boatler.
Boatler and Long. All right, party line. All right, is my connection back? Can people hear me again?
Yes, we can.
All right, excellent. We now have, that was party line. We now have three concurrences to do. House Bill 206, Delegate Wilkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 206 is just making it the same as the crossfire that we already passed. It would make early voting the same from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Those would be the hours, which are, of course, the voting hours for Election Day as well. Move to concur.
Second. All those in favor of the concurrence?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, I'm just saying 2 hands, so that's more than 12 in favor. We don't take an exact count, Delegate Boatler and Hartman, but as long as we have More than 12. All right. House Bill 714, Delegate Ebersol.
I'm sorry, which bill, ma'am?
House Bill 714.
Thank you. That's right. Forgot. 714. House Bill 714 is a bill we voted on at the earlier voting session. This is Delegate Guyton's wonderful bill about continuity plans. We've already passed Senate Bill 300. And so I move to concur with the Senate amendments.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? All right. All those in favor of the concurrence?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And House Bill 940, Delegate Patterson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 940 represents the gaming regulations of fantasy gaming competitions and implementation of sports wagering. The amendments that you have before you.
Delegate Patterson, I'm going to interrupt you to say, well, I think I just want to see if people need you to read them since we.
No, I'm not going to read them, right? We heard
30 to 40 earlier, and the amendments capture all of what we discussed earlier today, which is why we did that earlier today.
Right. Move to concur with Senate amendments.
Second.
All right. Are there any other questions? All right. All those in favor of the concurrence on 940?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you. Thank you all. That was quick. If we have any other concurrences later, which we should have a few more, they'll be relatively quick. We may have to come off the floor, but thank you. And thank you for your time earlier this morning so we could be done with gambling right now. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
We're
Chair.
never done with gambling. Great work by the Racing and Gaming Committee, by the way.
A question, Madam Chair.
Well, thanks for
Yes, Delegate
everyone.
Long.
If we have to come off the floor, what do? Take our laptops out and come? If we have a concurrence, we have to meet, come off the floor.
Ooh, that's an excellent question. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Lawyers Mall. We'll meet on Lawyers Mall.
That's fine. Also, you bring something to eat.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
I'm sure there might be another break later that might be allowing for this to be a little easier. But thank you
Thank
for
you.
mentioning that.